What's up? It's your boy Jay, and today we're going to do something that I've never really done before. Well, I do it pretty much every day. I just never recorded it and talked about it with y'all. Today we're going to talk about Stranger Things. Stranger Things just came out with their season 5 in their finale, and the world is pretty much split in two. Either you love it or you hate it. Me personally, I loved it. I loved everything from the beginning to the end of the show. From season 1 to season 5, I loved everything. But with that being said, I feel like the Duffer brothers is lying to us. I feel like the finale was a lie. And I'm gonna give you reasons why I feel that way. If the finale wasn't a lie, the Duffer brothers might be the biggest pros ever. And I'm talking about bigger than 50 Cent type pros. But either way, I respect it. Since the end of season 4, me and a bunch of my different friends have talked about Stranger Things, about what we thought was going to happen. In the last 4 years of doing movie reactions, I've learned that anything that they put on the screen is there for a reason. Like, I'm going to give you a sample of one of the things the Duffer Brothers want us to see and pay attention to. The dial at the radio station. Before Steve and Jonathan went up the tower, Steve had to turn the dial down so they wouldn't get electrocuted. The dial right there was a different color than the color it was when they said Demi going back to life during Shock Jock. Now, they showed that for a reason. That's not a plot hole. That's not them forgetting about a subplot. They showed that for a reason. So either they're trolling or everything they showed us from a certain point in this show was a lie. And I'm thinking everything they showed us from Shock Jock on has been a lie. I'm gonna give you reasons why I feel this way. One of the first things I want to talk to you about is the Will confession scene where he came out the closet as gay. I do think that was a necessary part of the storyline, and the reason why he said he done it makes perfectly good sense. But this is the thing I had questions about. And a lot of other people had questions about it too. Me personally, I think that was Henry talking. The reason why I think it was Henry talking, Will said that him and his friends used to go get milkshake at the place that Joyce works at. Joyce works at a general store. They don't have milkshakes. But if you kept up with the first Shadow play, that same place used to be an ice cream place when Henry was in school. So Henry hasn't been around to know that place changed. But another reason why I feel like it was Henry talking right there, it took me about my fifth time watching to realize it's 12 people in that room. If you go back and watch, everybody's in that room but Hop. There's a shot where Will is sitting facing everybody. And if you count 11 people. But the person you don't see is Joyce, who is right here next to Will. You don't see her. But if you count everybody else, there's 11 people in there. We know 12 is a key number for Vecna. And this is right after Vecna told him, "You're going to be a spy for me." And I know some people's like, well, he was a spy again for him. That's how they found Max. Well, that's true. Remember? He used him all through season 2. He'd do something, he'd lay dormant for a minute, he'd do something, he'd lay dormant for a minute. So why would he change his MO? Another thing that happened that made me feel like we was being lied to when Steve fell. Go back and watch that scene. Steve falls and it goes black for like 5 seconds and magically Jonathan got him. I feel like they're lying to us right there. I think Steve fell to his death. Another thing I felt like was a lie. Max graduating. Max was in a coma for almost 2 years. How did she graduate on time with her class? She was in a hospital bed for 18 months. You gonna tell me the school's gonna be like, it's cool, you missed your sophomore and junior year? We gonna let you graduate? Speaking of the graduation, everybody sitting like Vecna. If you pay attention to the graduation scene, everybody is sitting like this. Exactly how Henry stands. How he was when he was talking to 11, how Billy was when he was talking to 11, how Will was when he was talking to other people. I feel like it's a lie and we're under Vecna's curse. This has been my whole thing. They're either lying to us or they're trolling us. Either way, I think it's brilliant. And personally, don't feel like 8 got shot because if you go back and watch, when the gunshot goes off, we're looking at the gun. The gunshot goes off at the same time the explosion goes off. So we never see her actually get hit. She has street smarts. She's been surviving on the streets this whole time by herself. So the first opportunity she got, she knew to use her stuff to trick everybody. And I believe that's what she done because we seen everybody else in the show who got shot get shot, except for her. She lied to us right there. I think they lied to us. I think that's a troll job. And another reason why I feel like she don't get shot, Eleven's holding her bloody stomach. We see blood on Elle's hands while she's holding her stomach. After 8 dies, we see Elle's hands a whole bunch. We see Elle's outfit. There's no blood nowhere. No blood on her hands, no blood on her clothes. I don't know how well the upside down plumbing work, but just don't think there's no faucets around for her to wash all that off. I'm just telling you things I see, the way I think. I mean, you're more than welcome to tell me I'm crazy during any of this time. But like I said, I'm just doing this for fun. But I do want to talk about it because I love this show. Another thing that makes me think that there's more episodes or we're under Vector's curse or they're lying to us. In the basement, when the kids are about to go to start playing D&D after Mike and them finish playing, you pause the screen right by Derek's shoulder when Derek's sitting at the table. If you look behind him, there's a board game called Mr. What's It. Who do we call Mr. What's It in the show? Henry. So either we're being lied to or they're trolling us. Like they've done this on purpose because they're putting it out there so we can see it. Another reason why I feel like they're trolling us. Remember at the end of season 1, after they found Will, they was downstairs playing D&D before Jonathan got there. After they won the campaign, Lucas, Will, and Dustin all looked at Mike and like, "Is that it?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "That don't make no sense." He was like, "It's a 10-hour campaign. What do you mean?" They was like, "It don't make no sense." And they started asking, "What happened to this? What happened to that? What happened to this?" Well, the last season of Stranger Things is about 10 hours. And people are asking people, "What happened to this? What happened to that? What happened to this?" It just feels like a troll job. Like I said, which I believe is brilliant. Another thing, remember in the finale when they're playing D&D? It's Max, Lucas, Mike, Will, and Dustin. They thought they lost. And Max goes off. She just snaps off, talking about this is a waste of time. It's bullshit. That feels like a troll job because a lot of people said the same thing about season 5. It's a waste of time. It's a bullshit, and they're trolling people right there. But then they end up winning that campaign, and then Max goes, "What kind of storyteller are you? Everybody's just comfortable and happy. That you're supposed to be some kind of great storyteller. Like nothing happened." And then Mike goes on to give every character an epilogue of more comfort and happiness, and at the end of the season finale, for the last hour of the season finale, all we got was comfort and happiness. That feels like a troll job. That feels like the biggest troll job ever. It's like they was laughing in our faces. They acknowledged that comfort and happiness was just bad writing. And then they doubled down on it. They double down on the comfort and happiness. It's like they're trolling us. Maybe I feel that way because deep down, I hope they do have more episodes. But if they don't, I'm still going to think this is a troll job. Like, I feel like they're trolling us. It's just little things they did during the seasons that feel that way. Not only did he double down on the comfort and happiness, he even gave 11 a happy ending. Some people think it's Mike just coping. I believe. Another thing that feels like they're trolling. We all remember how they put up their final notebooks, their D&D notebook. Max, Lucas, Dustin, Will, Mike. Well, the very next day, Finn put up a picture on his Instagram story, and the books are rearranged. And it either spells X a lie or just lie. Like I know some people says X is a lie, like Dimension X was a lie, like everything that happened in Dimension X was a lie, which I truly believe. But either way, if you take the X off, it still says lie. It's a lie. Plain as day, lie. Why do that? Why do that if you're not trolling? Why do that if you're not planning something else? Like I just feel like there's more coming. Like tonight, they had a WWE Stranger Things event. Why do that for a show that's over? Raw comes on every single Monday. Why not do that on the Monday before the finale? Why not do that on the Monday before season 5 release? Like that feels like a troll job. Or they're lying to us and we're getting more episodes. These are the things that I've thought about and talked about with friends. Like I think we're under Vecna's curse. Let me remind you, if we don't get anything else, I'm gonna watch Stranger Things from beginning to end multiple times, loving every second of it. But the writer in me just feel like they're lying to us and it's a troll job. But like I said, I could be delusional. I know some of y'all probably think I am. I'm a delusional fan who just don't want to believe it's over. And I may be. I might be. And if I am, I am. But I do love everything about Stranger Things. Because these are not really complaints. These are things I just noticed and I feel like they're either lying or it's a troll job. If I'm completely wrong, I'm perfectly happy and I'm absolutely in love with everything I got. I can go on talking about this forever. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I know this video, for the people who stuck around to the end, I know the structure of this video has not been the greatest, but this is the first one like this. I do apologize for what may feel like rambling. I will get better at this, but this is something I want to do. I love talking about things that I enjoy watching. I know I'm not as articulate as some people. I stumble over words and stuff like that. I love having these conversations, and I just want to share my opinions with y'all. Hopefully, y'all enjoy this. Let me know your thoughts on Stranger Things. I love y'all. It's been fun, and till next time, y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Night night.